So here I am making some bubble bath salts. These were made the other night. I decided that I didn't have enough time left before the market to make bubble bath bombs, which I wanted to do, but I know they're a giant pain in the ass and very messy, so I decided that instead I would make bubble bath salts instead, which is something that wouldn't take as long to dry and they'd be ready right away. So here I am just mixing in my liquids into my dry ingredients, everything but the Epsom salts. And this is a recipe that I found on Creative Bath Lab's YouTube channel, so it's easy to find. She has a bunch of different ones. This one I like the best. It has SLSA, cornstarch, baking soda. I can't remember if there was citric acid in it or not, but you can take a look on her channel and she has all kinds of recipes. You can pick the one that you like the best. So basically you mix this all up together and it makes a dough. And I made a giant mistake because I just immediately dumped my Epsom salts in. And what you're supposed to do is once this is all mixed up, you're supposed to spread it out on parchment and let it dry completely. And then you're supposed to break it up in civets so that it's a nice fine powder. And then put your Epsom salts in. So I didn't do that. It still turned out all right in the end. I had to do a lot of mixing and turning and I spread it out on parchment paper for a day and a half and just, kept mixing it around and kept rubbing it between my hands and getting it to be nice and crumbly and smooth. But yeah. So I originally was going to do a blue one and a pink one. And you can see me here mixing up the blue. I have a liquid dye that's specifically made for bath bombs that I bought from Voyager Soap and Candles. So I'm mixing this up with the Epsom salts and the blue comes out pretty good, and then I start mixing around with the red, and honestly the red was so bad looking. It was like this weird orangey peachy color. So I add more red, then I'm like, well, maybe I'll just make a purple. So I add some blue to it, and then it just looks like dirty mud. So eventually I just dump all the Epsom salts in together and I mix them up really good, and I end up with a nice light purple shade at the end. But it definitely was a little hectic getting there. I wasn't sure what it was going to look like. So yeah, here I am. I'm adding more red and it's not right. It just doesn't look good in the Epsom salts. It's this weird, I don't know, salmon color or something. So, and I add a little more blue into the blue because I'm like, oh, let's make this darker because it's going to end up being a lighter color once I mix it into that dough. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'll save the red and just make it purple. And here's where it starts to look like mud. It's just this dirty brown color. So it's just not good. So yeah. But yeah, these are basically the last product that I'm making before I do my market this weekend. It's a 3-day market from December 2nd until 4th. So I wanted to just add one more product basically. And this is what I went with. I also made some milk bubble bath, which is really nice. I used it last night in the bath. So I thought maybe the colorful ones might appeal more to children, and the milk bubble bath would appeal more to adults maybe. I don't know, we'll see. The kids might end up buying it all, or the adults might end up buying it all. So yeah, here I am mixing it all up with the Epsom salts, and at some point while I'm doing this, I think I realized that I was supposed to let the dough dry first. So I end up off camera laying it all out on parchment on a large cookie sheet, and I just, left it to dry overnight, and I just kept walking up to it once in a while and doing this with my gloves to just smooth it all out and get it all mixed in good. But at the end, it looks good in the bags. It's all labeled and stuff, and you can see that on my Instagram. But yeah, it looks good enough. I end up being happy with it. So I just want to say thanks for watching, and have a great Christmas. Hopefully we have a great market this weekend.